What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Drink This Book Podcast, episode 6.
That's all.
Okay, so this book on this episode is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this was a very, very fun book.
Yeah, I've read it twice.
Yeah. This was right on par with what happened to Kitty Carr.
Yeah.
I love that book. So what is your price for fame? A new life? Would you lie about your age? Evelyn Herrera describes her humble beginnings in Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan, her desperation to escape a life of poverty and abuse, and her willingness to use her sexuality to do so. Her mother dies when she is young, leaving her alone with her abusive father.
Her mother had a rough life.
Yeah, she did, but we gotta do better, sis. We got to do better.
Her mom was beautiful too, so I think she kind of learned how to get through things because of her beauty. I think that started with her mom.
Yeah. But they didn't go into her parents' age. I don't recall them going into her parents' age.
No, but her mom was on. I think that they say that her mother was young when she passed.
Yeah, she was young.
Yeah.
I take it when I took it that she was in her 20s, maybe.
When she had her?
Later in life, like late 20s, when she had her, maybe.
I was thinking maybe...
I thought maybe she was
I think she was in her teens.
That's all
because I was thinking about the time period.
Yeah.
And
they had kids real young. And it was acceptable.
They did.
And it was acceptable, you know.
It was acceptable, but she didn't have any other siblings.
No.
Which was the weird part. She did not have any other siblings. Why I ain't got my cup?
That mom, her mom probably know. I don't want to have all those kids for this man.
Right. He's crazy.
Very true. Very true. Or she probably,
because that's real life. That
carried. She might have carried some.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was so abusive, it might have been to the point where she barely was able to have Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I can see that.
I can definitely see that.
So a little bit about the author. Taylor Jenkins Reid is the New York Times bestselling author of Carrie Soto is Back, Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones and the Six and the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, as well as 4 other novels. Her next novel, Atmosphere, will be published in June of this year, 2025. She lives in Los Angeles. According to Reid, Evelyn is loosely based in part on actresses Elizabeth Taylor, who was married 8 times to 7 different men, and Ava Gardner, who revealed the secrets of her life to a journalist who published them in the Ava Gardner's The Secret Conversations. Reid has also said Rita Hayworth was an influence of Evelyn. Hayworth, whose father was a Spaniard had a very similar start to Evelyn's and multiple relationships throughout her career. Other influences include Tab Hunter, Confidential, The Making of a Movie Star, an autobiography of Tab Hunter that describes what life was like for the LGBTQ plus community in Hollywood at the time, and The Scandals of Classic Hollywood by Anne Helen Peterson.
It was very interesting with this book. There's a lot of information online about this book. Mm-hmm. Even more so now because they're about to drop a movie about it. But
I can't wait.
Yeah, I was intrigued when I looked up on Goodreads and I saw that the author was, conversating with people about the book. She even put in, notes and quotes on Goodreads. When you're given an opportunity to change your life, be ready to do whatever it takes to make it happen. The world doesn't give things, you take things. If you learn one thing from me, it should probably be that. And then she had another one. People think that intimacy is about sex, but intimacy is about truth. When we realize you can tell someone your truth, when you can show yourself to them, when you stand in front of them bare, and their response is "You're safe with me," that's intimacy. And I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yeah, because it's not just about sex.
It's not.
You know.
I do believe that these books were based a little bit about those two women, beautiful women, by the way. I
Elizabeth Taylor, for sure.
I love Elizabeth Taylor. And, you know, I love her. Michael Jackson loved Elizabeth Taylor. You know, I love Michael. So yes. But back then, women, they lived like that. They did those type of things. You know, to me, they were wilder than what we are now.
Right.
But you never knew that they was modest with it. They kept it on the low, you know?
Yeah.
Right. A woman was a woman. You was
exactly.
seen, not,
so they did things that, like, what you been there, done that, you know, the way they.
I did it, but you'll never know I did it.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's what I love. You know, like, yeah, Elizabeth had 8 husbands, but you didn't see all her business just out there like that. You didn't see that.
Right. Like, divorces were more private. It didn't become public until, you know, it was finalized.
Right. They divorced. Yeah.
You'd be like, they divorced.
Mm-hmm.
When was you married? Like, I didn't know a particular R&B singer was married for the longest. I didn't know he was married.
Who?
Well, he's in L now, but
oh, well,
called himself the Pod.
Oh. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and I was like, married.
And she out doing her thing, not his ex-wife. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it was because these women, this was their careers. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you have a husband attached to you, your career may not go as far.
Well.
Yeah.
Because
they
have to have a sex appeal about it.
You want to be wanted.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's why also,
I can't be out here married and who gonna want me?
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah, I can't just be married to any old body.
So tell us about these drinks before we get deep into this.
So this book is called Pick Your Poison. She was married 7 times.
And we picked our poisons.
And she picked her poisons. And, you know, some of those marriages benefited her. Well, pretty much all of them benefited her. But
they did.
Emotionally... She
got what she wanted.
Yeah, she got what she wanted.
She was very strategic.
She was very strategic. If I've ever seen a marriage contract.
My notes of these husbands,
I think the most strategic husband was Mick Reaver. Like, she planned everything from top to bottom, from getting with him to going to the hotel room to being not a good person in bed for him. I mean, like, everything was meticulously planned, and I was like, that girl is bad. When I read that, I was like, chef's kiss, girl.
She married him just to marry a rumor.
Right. You know, because again, everything's strategic. Like, I got to do this to get rid of this, and I got to do this to cover this up.
And she had that mindset very early.
Right.
Yeah.
Very early.
She wanted to get out of poverty. She
wanted to get out of Hell's Kitchen.
And this is what I want in life, you know. I don't know. I can't live like this. Her mom had a little bit with some acting, a little bit, you know. But and she's like, okay, I'm gonna take this further than doing what her mother did.
Yeah. Oh, so in these drinks, there are different colors because again, you pick your poison. So we just literally mix champagne, a rosé, champagne, and Mike's Hard Lemonade. Very simple.
Yeah, Mike was my boy back in the day.
Yeah. Well, he still is mine.
Yeah.
You know.
Y'all can have Mike. Give me Don Julio.
Acafulio?
Oh,
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Give me Jack.
I can take some Uncle Nearest.
I like Jack.
I like Uncle Nearest.
I like that name.
I like Uncle Nearest. Let's talk about the plot.
Let's taste this drink.
I taste mine. It's great.
I hadn't.
You haven't tasted it? I love mixing alcohol with champagne.
I'm getting more of the champagne. It's like a cherry champagne.
Yeah. That's the rosé.
Yeah. Definitely.
Those Henny mimosas. I will drink a Henny mimosa.
Never had that. Interesting.
It's just mimosa with a shot of.
I do the Grand Hennessy when we go to our favorite seafood place.
And I normally don't do Henny. I probably do whatever whiskey I have.
I've really been getting into the whole whiskey side of drinks. I feel like back in the day, I feel like whiskey was for like grown folks. No, I'm not gonna say old. I'm gonna say grown folks. And now that I
Line dancing folks.
you know, now
Trail ride folks.
where the fans at, you know.
I'm
But
giving you a
now,
autograph fan.
but now I like whiskey. I feel like I'm grown and sexy
You
now.
been missing out, baby.
There's a whiskey bar. We need to go.
You been
It's
Okay.
in Houston.
out.
But let's get back to this.
What, Whiskey River?
No, it's a new one. It's black owned. We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
All right.
Okay, so the synopsis and plot. Sharing her mother's dream of becoming an actress, Evelyn uses her sex appeal to seduce and eventually marry Ernie Diaz. At only
Husband number
14, husband number one. Bless his heart. He was a sweetheart.
He was a pawn.
He was a sweetheart.
He was a way for her out of
He
Hell's
was
Kitchen.
definitely a pawn.
He was a pawn.
He was her ticket to Hollywood.
And she
Right.
took care of him, though.
He was
She
her
did
ticket.
take care of him.
And I respect her. I love that about her. She
and
did.
for her to know that so early on, 14, and you got the mindset of once I make it big, I'm gonna go back and
I'm gonna go back and take care of her.
Yeah.
And then she did that.
She did that. Much respect to her. for
much
that.
respect. Ernie Diaz, at only 14, a neighbor boy who is heading to Hollywood. Then Evelyn Herrera, she dyed her hair blonde, loses her New York accent, stops speaking Spanish, tells a false story about her past to the press, and changes her name from Herrera to Hugo to succeed. Evelyn rose to fame with the support of Harry, and the world became enamored by her beauty. Monique Grant is a struggling junior reporter at Vivid magazine when iconic star Evelyn Hugo requests her to conduct Evelyn's first interview in decades. Monique arrives only to learn that Evelyn has something else in mind, a tell-all in which she will speak on her 7 high-profile marriages. Realizing that this is a career-defining opportunity, Monique accepts her role as biographer, despite her suspicions about Evelyn's motivations.
I was too. When that book first started, I was like, how this gonna tie together?
Right.
Why
Trying
Monique?
to figure out why
Right.
she fit in this.
Like she
Yeah.
wasn't a famous writer. I mean, like she had wrote
why
a
she
couple,
pick me?
right.
Right.
Like
And I
she
was
had
like,
wrote a
this
nice piece or so, but I'm like, why her?
Right,
You
and I
know?
was like, is it because she's black? Is it because of
What
the
was it?
background?
Yeah, I was like,
what?
I
And
need-
then she was so cryptic. She was like, just keep listening.
I
Right.
feel
You're
like
not
she was
gonna like
be
me at
some-
the end. And I was like,
What?
Yeah. When I was thinking, I was like, she's some lost relative or something like
Right,
that.
I was
and that's
like-
what I was
Be
thinking.
her
I was like, well,
mama.
maybe
You
that's her
feel me?
daughter. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. I was like, is this her daughter?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because, like, why her? You know, she's not that great. You know, and especially
And
how
I'm gonna say she was very whiny throughout the book.
she was.
She
that
was
baby,
like mousy
that
and
baby
whiny
didn't know
and
who she was.
No.
Because
She
she was
did.
in a whole marriage to her husband David and just couldn't figure out. She didn't know why they divorced.
She did.
She didn't know what caused them to divorce. She didn't know what happened to her marriage. She didn't know who she was. And
Right.
so Frankie, her boss didn't have any confidence in her. And
Right.
you
Yeah.
better not mess this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because her mom was white and her dad was black, and then so she was in the middle of two worlds. And then when her dad died,
Yeah.
she got cut off from
Yeah.
the black side.
Yeah.
So it was felt, you know, she was lost from
Yeah.
then on. So she didn't know how to be.
He
you
made
know,
her, he was her comfort.
right,
Yeah.
right,
And it was so sweet, the stories that she would say about her father.
right.
You know, he was a very doting father.
Yes.
And
Yes.
to then realize that he was struggling, living a double life.
Yes.
A double life.
Double.
honey.
So Monique is a struggling writer who has been trying to find success for over a decade. She's in the middle of a separation from her husband and wanting a distraction. Wholeheartedly throws herself into researching Evelyn's life for the interview. Evelyn offers Monique exclusive rights to Evelyn's very valuable biography, and Monique has no idea why. The book is organized into chronological sections that follow Evelyn's relationships with each of her 7 husbands. punctuated by conversations between Monique and Evelyn during the interview for the biography. I like the way that they wrote this book because it was told chronologically for two storylines. Monique's perspective and the current events of what's going on, and then Evelyn's story. It was from beginning to the end. And I was like, oh, this is written extremely well. I really, really enjoyed it. And I listened to it, so I wasn't turning the pages. But I really, really enjoyed this book.
And being that she had 7 husbands, because I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, this is going to get confusing on, the husband's characters, the husband's type. Yeah. But it wasn't. It kept you stayed engaged with it. And then what I also liked about the little, as I called it, the little video snippets or the photo snippets of the news clippings, how they would plug that in and say, little certain things. I really enjoyed that part because when that time came, I was like, well, let me see what they're going to say.
Right, so and then, I love that part. Or how she would tell us what happened, and then we would get the clip. Yes. Like, that's what the world thought, but we know what really happened. Right.
And then when they talk about her outfits and things like that, the infamous green dress, I was like, oh yeah.
And when they mentioned that, I was like, come on, pre J-Lo.
Exactly.
Come on, pre J-Lo.
And it says a lot too about how Hollywood was and still is, because she couldn't even come out there. Well, it's a little different now, because she couldn't even come out as a Spanish woman. It's like, okay, I gotta be this. I gotta completely, like, strip myself of who I am and just give them what they want in order for me to live.
Like, if you adopt this story, or you won't be famous.
Yeah. Like, I felt like her and Kitty would have been best friends.
Oh, yeah.
They would have been in the industry. They would have been best friends. But, and it's crazy when they were going through the stories and they were going through the husbands and her longest husband.
Cameron.
I was like, well, how we gonna get more husbands? Because she was with him for like so long. And I was like, well, where the rest of them come in? Like, because we up there in age at this point, because y'all in retirement years. Like,
he was my favorite.
He was my favorite.
I loved Harry throughout the book.
Harry was amazing.
Yes.
And I feel sorry for Harry and I feel sorry for Evelyn because they never ever was able to live their true lives.
Yeah.
It had to
out loud. Right.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah.
From the start though. So that was like, I'm like, this is.
But that was a nice little setup they had.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the girl
that was on game. That was on game.
That was a nice setup.
That was nice game.
It was like, oh, we all gonna live together.
Yeah, that was nice game.
Easy.
We just gonna be best friends.
Yeah, we all best friends.
Strategic.
Wasn't nothing like that.
I was like, okay.
I'm telling you, every time Evelyn was like, I got it. I got a plan. This what
she
we're gonna
always
do.
had a plan.
And I'd be like, and I would listen to the plan. I'd be like, that's
and think
work.
about it, a person like that could never let their guard down.
Right.
To live like that. I have to stay ahead of everything. I just can't even, though she had money or whatever, but just like, was she ever truly happy?
I think her years
with Celia at the end.
I think she was happy with Cecilia at the end.
Yeah.
But I do think some of those years with Harry, she was happy as well.
Because Harry, they were best friends.
Right.
Yeah, they were.
Like the time when funny part to me was when Harry had was Cece tried to come in and cook her some breakfast, and her and Harry was sitting at the table. They was like,
no, we're not gonna do that.
No.
Yeah, they were truly best friends.
Yeah, they really were, and it was a shame how she outlived
everybody.
All of everybody.
Everybody. It's like, man, that is.
It's almost sad too. Like everybody that you devoted your life to, she outlived them all. Her daughter.
Her daughter. Oh my God,
Connor. Yes.
That was really, really sad.
She was 41 years old.
Yeah.
41, died of cancer. But yeah, that was crazy. But y'all, that quote. I had to get a quote out of that, but when her and Harry, when he was transitioning, and what she said to him, baby, I was.
What's the quote?
Oh, what she said. I put my forehead to his and said, I want you to stay. Harry, we need you. Me and Connor. I grabbed his hand tighter. But if you have to go, then go. Go if it hurts. Go if it's time. Just go knowing you will love, that I will never forget you, that you will live in everything Connor and I do. Go knowing I love you purely. Harry, that you were an amazing father. Go knowing I told you all my secrets because you were my best friend.
Yeah.
Baby,
I'm still like,
That's so cute.
you know, I need a break.
you have to put the book down. You have to put the book down.
I need a break.
That was very cute. I feel like if that was ever a nice party for a loved one, I was like, come on.
That was the real her.
Yeah.
I'm like, through this whole book, that was her. It wasn't no faking. It wasn't no face I gotta put on. This is me stripped down, naked to the bone. You know.
Yeah.
And it was just like she said. It was pure. And I
was.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
I had a lot of little favorite parts. One of my favorite parts is when Connor got in that stage where, oh my God, Mom, you're not cool.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, I'll just go to the restaurant for you. And then she was like, you're not cool. Baby, that restaurant's not cool. If I go, it's going to be cool. If I go there,
Right.
It's going to be the new spot.
And did she lie?
And she
She
wasn't
did not
lying.
lie. She did not lie. Connor had to be like, okay, I
All right, I guess.
Yeah.
Go
All right,
ahead.
you clocking tea. All right,
Baby,
you
you
baby.
don't know who your mama
You
is.
don't know
Right.
you don't know who you live with.
Like, girl, let me tell you how many lives I done lived. You better
You are the daughter of Evelyn Hugo.
Okay.
the only one.
Child, yeah, that was a good part.
I was like,
That was nice.
so how we've been talking, but how do you feel about the book? Like, how was this? If you had to rate it, what was this book for you?
I gave it a 4.9.
4.9. That's pretty high for you.
I know.
You don't give, that's really high.
I gave it a 4.9.
Why?
I really loved, for me, if a book is written very well structurally and everything is answered, I give it high ratings.
Yeah.
Right.
I give it high ratings. The structure is more important to me for some odd reason. It's almost like watching movies and shows and stuff. I'm like, okay, you foreshadowed this, where this gonna go.
Where's it gonna come up
it's like a
again?
mystery. I'm putting everything together. It's like a puzzle. So when it's written very well, like this one was, I give it high ratings. I love this book. I'm not gonna lie. I will reread this one again and again.
What about you, Miss Dion?
It's not a reread for me. I read it twice.
Oh,
But and I definitely would read it again, but not, But I give it a good, strong 4.3.
okay.
Okay.
Strong 4.3.
Okay.
I enjoyed this book. I wasn't left with any questions or anything like that.
Yeah, she tied everything
I think
up.
I just get too emotional with it because I'm like, my whole thing, I'm stuck on the fact she never got to live her life. She never got to live her real. She lived an amazing life.
Yeah.
She lived an amazing life, but just as who she was, to be out and open and love who she want to walk and down,
When Cecilia won that Oscar.
Yes,
Right.
to go
She
and be
wasn't
with the
with
love
her.
of your life.
Yeah.
To walk on the beach and hold hands with the love of her life. To go shopping with the love of her life. They had to just. So that just stuck with me.
Well, she did
Just
kind of
stuck.
get that at the end before Cecilia died when they moved.
Oh, they had to
France.
move away. Yeah, they moved
Yeah,
away.
they left
They
here.
moved away. Mm-hmm.
Once it was friends, yeah.
They was
But-
somewhere to me. They was on an island somewhere beautiful.
Or
secluded.
Italy or something.
Yeah, it was
To me,
somewhere
I want
pretty.
to say Italy.
So she did get a little bit of
kinda
that.
secluded.
Yeah. What did you rate it?
I rated this book a 5.
See?
It's very high for me. And let me tell you why. Because, see, I am not a person like y'all are, like, especially Miss Dion here. She's a person that if she loves the book, she'll read it over and over again. It could be a great book for me, but I won't reread it because I've already did that. I don't need to do it again. But this was one that I read again. And the second time, I got a whole different
Yeah,
respect
you get
for
different
it.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, because I found out who the true villain was in this book. We'll talk about that in a second. But when I read it the first
wait, I
time,
read it.
I didn't see that. But the second time, I was like, It's you.
Let's
who
talk
you
about
pick
it.
of the villain?
Yeah, let's talk about
Because
it.
I know the person I didn't like in the book.
Okay, the villain. I'm gonna be honest. Cecilia.
Okay, that's the
Yeah.
same
Cecilia.
person.
So we in agreement with
I
that.
did not
We
like
agree with
her
that.
because, first of all, Cecilia, she coached you
Right.
on how to. She was like, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You got talent, but you
You lack this.
lack. Let me show you." She coached you. This,
Cecilia St. James.
Yes.
I love that name,
Yeah.
though.
I
I
do
love
love
that
that
name.
I do
Cecilia
love the
St.
name.
James. Let me tell you why I said she was the villain. Because my thing is, you knew Evelyn. You knew how strategic she was. You knew on the back end what Evelyn was doing on the back end. So for you
To pressure her like that and do
yeah,
her like
to
that.
give her like an ultimatum, and you know what she's
Yeah,
going through.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
she did for you
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
first place,
Yeah.
and then to just walk away from her.
Yeah.
when she left
Girl.
behind that
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
Right.
The,
I
the,
was
the
like,
sex scene, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, X scene, and I'm like, she was already married to him, sis.
Yeah.
right.
There's
Like,
no that wasn't a connection from the marriage.
you knew why she left him.
Yeah.
Right.
So you
And
know that she don't feel like that for him.
And this is a benefit for both of them.
And she's like,
That was a toxic part of the relationship.
right.
That
and-
was the toxic.
You know that
Yeah.
struggle love.
Yeah, that-
We just talked about struggle love.
This was struggle
That
love.
was struggle love.
This was
Struggle
struggle love.
love. Struggle
And
of.
you don't want that. You don't want struggle love.
I said I'll take it.
No.
But you know what? Struggle love do be true love.
You know,
sometimes.
it be thick. Because
'Cause
this
I
book
ain't
I'm
gonna
reading
lie.
right now, this struggle love in this book I'm reading right now,
If I wrote a book about my men,
it's thick.
my husband's relationship, you would be shocked. You'll be like, oh, you did it. Absolutely.
No.
It's no lemon soldiers over here.
I think my thing is that, oh, she's so quiet, oh, she's so timid and stuff like that. But I don't want to ever get to that point to where I gotta get toxic because I don't know if you can bring me back from that. So I know, I'll probably end up.
back from that though.
Right.
Y'all probably be putting money on my books and stuff and trying to get
mean,
my
you
commissary and stuff. You know, I know. I
I
just don't want
probably
to go
be
there.
in, you know, behind locked up.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's no, I don't know. I don't want to be pushed in that. Yeah, I'm going to see Torture this weekend. You want to go? You know,
We gonna take a little campaign.
Hey.
Side note, did y'all
No.
know you can order commissary packets for people in jail on Amazon?
Yes.
Side note, just learned that.
Why you? No, I don't want to know why you know that. Back.
Just learned that.
I don't want to know why. But no, you're absolutely right. I agree with you, Cecilia. That baby was toxic.
She was
toxic.
toxic. Like, now, this is why I gave it a 4.9. I wish she would have delved more into Cecilia's personality and background life. To explain.
She was rich. She was rich.
She was rich.
She was a spoiled brat.
She was a spoiled brat, but usually when you got that much money, you are taught to how to move to keep that money coming in.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find out where the disconnect came at for Cecilia
Right.
because you're in this lifestyle.
Yeah, because you see how hard this girl is trying to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I think that
already-
was the different. That was what was so different.
I
Like,
feel like it was entitlement.
it was. Like, I've always had money. I'm always gonna have money. Evelyn's like, well, baby, I didn't. Okay.
Right.
This is
So,
what
and I'm not going. I'm not
going
going
to jeopardize this.
what I got now because I
gotta
got.
keep this.
Yeah.
I like my life.
She
you know?
likes being in charge.
Yeah.
She likes being in control of her life. And I felt like Cecilia wanted her to run behind her and be like this little puppy dog.
Like, love me more than your career.
And, you know, I can be your sugar mama. No,
Yeah.
sis, that's not what we about to
Because
do.
see, here's the thing: if my career fails, I ain't got mommy
Right.
and daddy
To
and
fall
family
back
and
on.
money to
Right,
fall back on. My money gonna cut off. You can lose your career tomorrow and be fine. You know,
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Definitely the villain.
villain.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that. I don't know why I didn't see it the first time, but reading it for the second time, I was like,
I saw
I
that
thought
the few
Don
times.
was the villain, huh? The first
Doug was the
time.
villain. He
Yeah,
was the
he
villain.
was.
He was the
Well,
villain.
he played his part.
He
He had
did.
his moment, whatever,
He
from
had
what the
his
things that
moments.
he did to her and stuff like that. But yeah, it was Cecilia.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she would have got a bigger deal if she would have shot him. Excuse me. Autumn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Don Adler.
Don Adler.
They were a power couple.
And
though.
then, you know what was
They were a
funny?
power couple.
But you know what was funny? Old girl, her friend who married him after her.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
you didn't tell me? Why you got with it?
Yeah. Right.
That's on you, Pooh.
Right.
I'm not supposed to fix
Yes.
Ain't nobody say
But old girl had an idea that boy was putting his hands on her. Are you kidding? No,
Right.
no.
We work this close together and you don't know?
You don't.
Yeah.
Nah, sis.
Yeah.
But
That was
that's
funny.
on you, though.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That's on you, sis.
Why you didn't tell me?
Why you didn't tell me he was like this?
Well.
Because if she would have went and told her like the average woman, he ain't like that with me. That's what you.
That
you
was
found
you.
him to be
Oh,
next to you.
okay, Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I just no.
Okay, who was your favorite character?
Let's see. Evelyn is my favorite. I'm sorry. I know she's the main character, but she is my favorite.
You are Evelyn.
You know what? I probably do. I can see that.
Yeah.
Harry was my favorite.
Harry was your
I did
favorite.
like
Harry was my
Harry.
favorite.
Harry was such a sweetheart.
Yes.
Harry was.
He rolled
and he
for
was
her.
a down friend from
He
the
rolled
beginning. He
for
was like,
her.
"Man,
He
you gonna
rolled
make
for
it
her.
good, girl."
This
Man,
what we
you gonna-
doing.
Yeah,
He was her protector.
yeah.
You know, he rolled for her. He supported her in everything. I love that about him. So he was my favorite. Who's yours? It's a toss up.
It's a toss up. Both of them are like,
Evelyn and Harry.
they right there. They knocking. But Evelyn was my girl because how strategic she was. You know.
She did it. She was a star. She was a star of the show, and she was a star in real life.
Right.
You know,
Ooh,
she
you know
did
what?
for both.
I wonder this because she did marry into Cecilia's family.
Mm-hmm.
Did she get any of
Did she get into what?
that fortune?
Yeah, that was the whole point of cause she ended up she married the brother.
The brother, I know.
The brother, so she can get the fortune.
So she can
have
get
access to her money.
Cecilia's
Gotcha.
money.
Yeah, so she got it. Mm-hmm. That's why she married the brother.
And who was sweet too.
He
Yes.
was.
He was
Yes.
so sweet.
Yes, that was.
I think.
He had a good relationship with Connor.
Yeah, he did.
You
He
know,
was
that's
like
what
a father to her.
he was more of a father figure to her because she was
lost
with him long
and she lost her dad. Yeah, she
Harry.
lost Harry.
Yeah.
So he was more of the father figure for her. Though she had Harry, she loved him, but he came right in. Though him and Evelyn was playing a role, he played for real, sincere role to Connor. It's not a game, you know. I'm this is who I am to you now.
Yeah.
You know? So I like that about him.
He was such a sweetheart. She had some nice husbands.
Robert
Jameson.
Jameson.
That was his name. Yeah.
That was Cecilia's brother.
I didn't like the husband. What was his name? The one that was the movie producer.
So we have. So
You
you're
got
talking about
Max.
So we have
Max Gerard.
Max Gerard.
I didn't like him.
He was the French director.
Right.
Because
He was creepy. He had a fetish.
He was very creepy.
That's what I said. He was
very
in love,
creepy.
like she said. He was in love with the idea
of
of her.
Like
Right.
she
He
was
was
a
number
doll or
6.
something.
Right.
Like if he could have put her on like Barbie, if he could have
Put
put
her
her
in
in
a
a box,
That's what
He
she
would
would have
have.
been.
he would have
Right.
because he was like
He helped her with one thing. The good thing about him though, he helped her with her comeback.
He
He
did.
helped her with her comeback because that film, you know, got her back up on the scene. You
Yeah.
know? So he did help her with that. And that whole, it just killing me how they describe the exposure of the breast scene. You know, then they said the film just cuts out right before they about to show. Of course, everybody in love with Evelyn.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we about to see.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're
Just
so-
imagine if them little
Surprise,
boys would
surprise.
have had VCR back then.
Right.
Yes. That was good. That was a good one.
So what did y'all think about her doing that movie? Like, do you think it was do you, because it didn't really pay off for her in the end. Like, it got her back out there,
Got her
but
back
she
out
didn't
there.
win no awards.
She didn't.
You know, because it was too risque. So,
Right.
do you
Because
think,
that was before that time.
right? So, do you think it was a good, after everything was said and done, do you think it was a good idea for her to do that movie?
Yeah, it got her comeback. It got her back out there. You know,
Yeah.
though she didn't win an award for it, she got her recognition.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Evelyn? She said, oh,
Yeah.
you know, that she became the talk
because that was
again.
also after she had Connor.
Mm-hmm.
So her body was, she had to, you know, show him. Like,
Right.
hold
I
on.
still got it.
I still got it. I'm
You girl
still
still
fine.
Mhm.
Fine.
I like that though, but he was my least favorite husband.
Yeah, he was creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Him and Mick.
Well, she wasn't married to Mick for 48 hours, so
Yeah,
I you know,
But
Yeah,
that
they
was just
were.
a waste of perfume.
right? Like, she married Mick to cover up the story.
It was in what a day or two.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like 48 hours.
Yeah,
and it
that
was
was
done with.
a day or two.
Yeah,
that
they
was
went
done.
to Vegas and, you know.
Her marriage to Rex was fun. Rex North.
Rex North. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a whirlwind, you know, kind of.
What y'all think about her never sleeping with him though?
I think he was. Well,
No, he got the other girl. He was
did
actually
get
with
the
the
other
other girl
girl,
and got her pregnant and
He
stuff.
might have been bi.
yeah, I think so.
Evelyn.
But she got the film Anna Karenina out of him, so
She did.
hey, she got that out of him.
Yeah.
I didn't know Anna Karenina was a movie.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
I did not know that. Yes.
It is?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
a real movie.
it's a real movie. Anna Karenina is a real thing.
Yeah, I said I want to watch it. They say it's really good too.
Is it on? What is it on?
I said they say it's on Prime. Don't quote me, but I believe it's on Prime.
Yeah,
when
but
I finish watching The Chosen, I'll look it up.
Yeah, but her marriage to Rex, it was business.
Yeah.
You know, so
And he was like,
She got
he was
three
like, just
major
sleep,
deals.
He
just
wanted
sleep
it
with me
though.
one time,
Because
Evelyn.
he
One
wanted
time,
to say,
girl.
I had
Evelyn
he wanted-
Hugo.
yes,
Like,
he
I
did.
really
He
had
did.
her.
Yes.
And she was like, no, Rex, go to your room. He was
Yes.
like, one time. One time. And
He big.
No, one time for the one time.
he was like,
And
no. You know what this is. We know what this is.
But she got 3 major movie deals out of it.
Right.
I bet Dunn was sick to his stomach.
Yeah, because Don was the big man on campus.
Yeah,
and
he
then,
was.
And then all of a sudden he wasn't. Then he wasn't married to Evelyn no more.
Yeah.
She popping, and I'm like, he was sick to his stomach. I had
Yeah.
one.
But he
then-
was jealous though.
Yeah, and then how he
Very
had
good.
them do her. How she
Yeah.
lost her contract with the
yeah.
with the company. Like, you can't talk about
Yeah.
the relationship.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
ain't that a man for you?
Yeah.
Just hurt because it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. So this is how we got to play it. Okay.
And the fact that she younger than you.
Right.
Now that was the kicker. Because she had to be what? Let's see, she got married at 14. Don was her second husband.
She was about
16.
No, she was about like
How long was she married to the
They
first?
got married.
she got married to Don when she was about like 17 or 18.
Yeah, because she was.
She's still a teen. though.
Yeah, but they divorced when she was 21.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she was married to him for about 3 years.
What
3 or
was
so years.
the creepy guy?
The obsessive one?
He wasn't her husband. He was what was he? Not the producer. What was he? Was he the producer?
No, that was Max Gerard.
No, he wasn't a husband. The other guy, the guy that was just. They talked about him, and he was like, they were saying how he was sexually abusing he was abusing the women. God, what was his name?
Was he the director?
Was he the director?
No, he was the executive of
The company.
Yeah, what was his name?
The studios.
What was his name?
They said his name. I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to
I don't
think of
remember
his
his
name.
name.
And I did not normally write this stuff down.
Yeah, the one where she showed him her
Yes,
breasts and
that
stuff.
one. That one.
Yeah.
He was a creep. Now he was a creep. He was wrong.
He was.
Yeah.
But that's just what they were back then.
They-
They like that
they
today.
still
Very
are.
sexist.
You know, I still feel
But
like
I
they
didn't
do
know
that
that
today.
the men went through that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The men.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me like when you see a man, you know, he's all, handsome and strong, and you see them on the screen, and then next thing you know, they doing their little tell-all little snippet video. Oh, I had, they made me, like,
oh my God! Have you
Quiet
guys?
on the set.
That's all I'm about to say. Quiet on the set. Have you watched
Quiet
that?
on the set.
That's what all of the Nickelodeon and Disney kids.
Oh, I want to see that.
And they talk about what you remember? What's the show? Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see that. I love that show.
Drake. He was
abused
for years, and then but what happened to him afterward is crazier. So after he was abused, he became a groomer.
Yeah.
So then he started picking up other boys, grooming them so they can be a part of it as well. It's
That's
the whole
horrible.
thing. Yeah, we watched it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's called Quiet on the Set.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah. I was like this.
I don't want to see that about what happened to those kids. And
yeah.
I'm not judging the parents or anything like that, but how?
Yeah,
how can you?
I understand your kid want to be famous. You want your kids to be famous, so your kid can make his money. But at what cost?
I'm being there with
to
them, baby.
your child.
Yeah.
That's the same thing about
and you know what the crazy thing is? The only person that saved Drake was his girlfriend's mom.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's mom. Well, okay, so his parents had separated. When he was with his father, none of that was happening. It wasn't until he was with his mama when all of that stuff was happening. And
where was I in town?
Well, here's the thing. The father warned her because the set kicked the father off because, he was like asking questions.
What y'all doing?
What you doing?
Well, why we gotta do that?
So he would ask questions, and he's the one who got him started it because he was taking him to the rehearsals and taking him to all of that
That's
stuff.
horrible.
And
that's how them kids end up on drugs and all that stuff.
Right.
And they in the news and they talking about them. Oh, they're on drugs and all that because look what all they went through.
yeah,
right.
It was
right.
really, really sad. His mother failed him miserably. And it was the girlfriend's mom because she was like, why is this particular person blowing up that boy's phone? Because he was like, I don't want to go over there. And the man was just blowing up his phone back to back to back to back to back and calling their phone.
And how old was he when the girlfriend?
He was underage.
Yeah, underage.
Like in his teens, 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm telling you, you gotta watch it.
No, I'm not. Can't.
Like, no.
You have to.
Can't do that.
Okay, so where are we? We talked about our favorite characters, how we felt about the book.
That's still the overall public opinion. So the novel received positive reviews. The Global and Mail called it a cinematic tale with hard scrabble roots, staggering highs, and sickening lows. The novel was nominated for a Goodreads Choice Award for Best Historical Fiction of 2017 and a finalist for Book of the Month's Book of the Year Award in 2017 as well.
We love Book of the Month.
And now,
we love Book of the Month.
We love Book of the Month. And y'all should sponsor us. Just throw that out there. But now it's a Netflix movie.
I'm excited.
I cannot wait. We have to come together and watch it.
I'm excited.
We have to sit on the couch and watch Evelyn Hugo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I can't wait.
Yes.
They have cast Evelyn.
Mm-hmm. What's her name? How you say her name?
Her. Her.
Is it Camilla Cabella?
Kamaya Kabai.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Sorry,
for
we
messing
missed
up
your
your
name.
I just don't see your name a lot in the stuff that I scroll on. So,
Yeah.
But I've seen the trailer and I was like, oh, she is so cute.
She is a cute.
Like I know your song, girl, but I don't know about your acting skills, so we gonna see. So I'm excited because you look beautiful.
Like you fit the part.
I was like, come on, that looks like an Evelyn. Yes.
Yeah, but Goodreads rated it's a rating on Goodreads for 4.41, but like we all said, we pretty much outside of Dion here voted it a little higher.
Yeah.
Haha.
All right, and our favorite part. If it was a movie,
who would play each character?
Now we know that there is a movie coming out, but
before that comes out, let's do our characters and what we thought.
Yes.
Okay. So I took the liberty of getting some pictures of some characters. So let's start with Evelyn.
Okay.
So I picked two ladies. I was thinking Anna de Armas. are Eliza Gonzalez.
And down her hair blonde.
Yeah, you think about they would be beautiful. Anna would be beautiful.
I'm
with
leaning
blonde
towards
hair.
Anna.
Yeah, I'm thinking Anna
She
too.
just
eyebrows.
got that.
Yeah.
She just
She had
got
That bone structure,
Ooh,
and I can see
yes.
her with that blonde hair. Look at her; she can have that blonde hair and those and her body's amazing. Like sis is on point. So I'm
definitely looking forward to how they
portray it, how they put it out there.
because I already have a picture in my mind on how I expect them to look, you know, and so I'd be a little disappointed when I'm like,
That's who you pick?
that's not
Nah.
no.
That ain't her.
I
That ain't what the book
care
said.
about
Right.
the. I don't even be caring sometimes about the tone or the background of the person who's portraying it, as long as they can physically portray.
Right.
Bring the book to life.
Bring
Yeah.
it. Like I want you to make me feel how the book made me feel.
Right.
You know? So
Right.
that's important.
Like when I went back and read The Witcher. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's young Evelyn.
Okay.
Young. You know, we have to jump back and forth in the book. So now she's older.
Okay.
So Rita Moreno.
Yes.
That's her.
Yes.
Rita Moreno. That is old Evelyn. Think about Rita.
I'm picturing it. I'm trying.
You tried. I
can
was
see her
like,
with that little saucy.
Right.
Like
That's
sassy,
old Evelyn.
Saucy, yes.
That's old
I don't
Evelyn.
see that woman as sexy. I think Evelyn was still sexy in her old.
And Rita is too.
And she is.
Rita is too.
I'm waiting to see who old Evelyn look like.
I'm telling you, they better. They need to cast Rita. Rita can do it.
I don't know about that one.
So next we would have Connor, which is Evelyn's daughter. So we have two versions of Connor. We have the grown Connor, and then we have misfit, getting in trouble Connor.
Yeah.
So I did. This is younger Connor. She played in You. Remember she was in You. Her name is Jenna Ortega, but I think she could be, because she also can pass, because Harry was white and Evelyn was Spanish.
Yeah.
So I think she could be
A mixture.
in the molds of both of them. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with her. And older Connor, I was thinking Alice Braga. She's Teresa off of the cocaine.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I picked
Okay.
for older Connor, because she still has that Spanish but American flair to her, and I think she could pass for both. All right, Monique Grant. I told y'all the whole time I thought Monique was this little mousy, biracial lady, and Natalie Emmanuel gave me, no offense to Natalie, but she gives me mousy. She gives me and that's what I got from Monique. No offense. That's who I was like. She played on what is that vampire show that I like? Not. I can't think of it, but she played on the vampire show. She was one of the witches. She was one of the witches on that vampire show.
It's not Charmed.
It's not Charmed. It's the other one. They took it off Netflix, and they really made me mad when they did that, but I can't think of it right now.
Vampire Diaries?
No, it's the other one. It was the spinoff of Vampire Diaries, but I cannot think of the name of it right now.
It's not Legacy.
No. Legacy was the kids. It was the one that came out right after Vampire Diaries, but
they canceled it.
they canceled it. It was on UPN, the C-Dub, and then it came to
Witches of East.
No. I can't think of it, but she was one of the witches on there, but she died off of she left there, but can't think of it.
Was she a sister?
No, she was a witch on there.
I know, but she wasn't a sister on the show.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have Mr. Ernie Diaz, husband number one.
Okay.
For some reason, I picture Ernie like in his 30s. But I know you.
And I thought Danny Ramirez.
Yeah, I go with it.
Danny Ramirez is nice looking.
Let me see. Ooh.
And I felt like Ernie Diaz was nice looking.
I go with
Yeah.
it.
He was something to look at.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I gave Mr. Danny Ramirez.
I hope you got him, Harry. Glacier. I hope you got Harry.
Harry was such a great character to me. I didn't
don't
know.
who you pick for Harry.
I got Richard Madden because he was just a nice looking.
I don't know who that is.
Look at him.
I don't want to see.
You know
Because I got Harry in my head.
Who you pick?
Who you pick for Harry?
I don't want to pick anybody for Harry because I just love Harry. I just want to
What does he look like in your head? What are you picturing?
just.
I picture Paul Walker. I know he's not here, but that's
No!
because he
No.
was just so sweet.
He was, Paul Walker was very sweet, but you got to give him some more height and some more broader shoulders.
I don't know how tall Paul was.
So I did also do some research, and these were two of the guys that the internet would say. They did like polls,
Well, Harry, let me see.
and they said Richard Madden would be a nice Harry,
No!
and Jonathan Bailey, who also
I
played
do
on
like
one of them.
Jonathan.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
I do like Jonathan Bailey.
I go with him.
You go with Jonathan.
Mhm.
Those two had the highest.
I go with Jonathan.
The highest
Yeah.
polls.
Jonathan Bailey, I love
Because he's
him.
very nice looking. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
yeah.
he's gorgeous.
very cute.
He is.
Mhm.
So, okay, that's Harry.
I'll take it.
Okay, next, Mr. Don Adler.
Don't make him. That's right.
So,
Oh, absolutely.
That's right. That's right.
that's Don.
Sorry
right.
to you, sir.
Who?
Yeah, sorry
Is
to
it
you,
Scott?
sir.
Yes,
Scott. Scott Eastwood.
That's a good Don Adler.
And
Yeah.
and okay, so you got Scott Eastwood and John Hamm. Now,
Yeah.
the only reason why I would pick John Hamm because he looks a little bit too older.
But I picked John Hamm because John looked like he could drink.
He do in the show and whatever I've seen him in.
But he looked like
I've
he
always pictured him. Whatever I saw you in, sir, you had a drink in your hand.
right.
So and it was a whiskey.
He looked like he
It
could
was
put
a
a drink
bourbon.
back. Look at John.
He can, but I don't
John
see
can
him
put
hitting
it-
a woman.
I don't see that. But John could be
No offense to you. I can see you hitting
that
a woman.
role, right?
You know, even in a
I
Lifetime
can see
movie.
it. And I can definitely see
John can put a drink back.
with a
Yeah.
drink.
He
John,
can put a drink back.
You know what? Now John could have been a creepy executive.
Yeah, we can do that.
I ain't gonna give you that, John. I ain't gonna do that to you. But you can knock a drink back.
I think he can knock a drink back. That's all I'm saying. All right, next up, the villain.
Cecilia.
The villain.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Emma Stone. Baby, let me tell you something. Emma, your eyes
are piercing,
are,
piercing. Like you just want to stare at them.
baby, if you played a villain,
You would be very
you would
well.
probably get an Oscar. I'm not
very,
even gonna lie.
very well. You tell your people.
You're very
Tell
beautiful.
your people. Tell your people.
And you can pick you can play any character, girl.
Yeah.
right.
Like, kudos to your acting skills.
So are we going with Emma or are we going with Jessica? Because Jessica could do it.
Jessica's good too.
I go with Jessica because
Jessica.
Okay, I feel like Jessica could play the older Cecilia. Even though she died young still, she can still,
I think she could play young.
But I think she can
her.
do both.
Yeah.
I go with Jessica for Cecilia.
I'm thinking about that outfit that
sorry, Jessica.
that
you
outfit that Cecilia wore
and at the Oscar.
at the Oscars when that girl would kill that outfit.
Yes,
she would kill it. Murder it. Okay.
So yeah, either one.
Either one. Two good choices. Next up, we got Mr. Max Giraud. So I just see him as like, no offense, but I just see him as like a pervy Frenchman. Like what you So I put him with Louis Garrel. That's him. Or we have Pierre Boulanga. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah.
I had to give it to Pierre.
You got to give it to Pierre. That's
Pierre looked like because Max.
He looked like he could be obsessed with somebody.
Yeah, like
He got-
oh, just love
Why
me
you
long
so
time.
obsessed
You know, like I would drink your bath water. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
You are mine. You belong to me. And then next we got Mr. So we going with Boulanga? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Next we got Mr. McRiva.
Yep, that's him.
And I think of a drunk rock star.
That's me. Yeah. That's me.
That's so.
Or Gregory McConnell type looking dude.
So we got Decray. We got Decray, Montgomery, and Austin Butler.
Ooh.
But yeah.
No, I'm gonna go with Decray Montgomery.
I think I'm Decray too, because I can see.
But Austin looked like a party boy.
He does like Nick Riva too.
Yeah, because they went to Vegas. Yeah, they went to.
Excited to
they
see
partied
these
in Vegas, and think about it. He was a tool boy.
Right.
Because after he got the panties, he was like, "All right,
I've done it. I'm done.
Yeah. We can get a divorce. Sure,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's my, he had like that macho type.
I can see Austin Butler.
Yeah. No offense, Austin.
Sorry, that's not what you portray in real life.
Yeah,
you know.
just based
we don't know you in real life.
Right.
Look at your characters.
All right, Mr. Rex North. And you know I love me some Alexander Skarsgård. You know I love him.
Baby.
I've loved him since True Blood. Yes, I have.
True Blood. And when he got the V, lay me out. I was done.
So he's choice number 1. We got Alexander Skarsgård. We also have Chance Crawford. He played on Gossip Girl. Mm-hmm. He was Nate on Gossip Girl. And then we have so those are the 2 that I have for Rex. I really won't.
I just love him personally.
I just love him.
I say Alex.
I just love Alex.
I say Alex because
he is just
I think he can play
any role. To Chance.
Chance just seems like he's. Which Rex was not a bad character.
He's not a bad character, but he was more of a proficient and efficient.
Yes.
Right, which I think that'll be
good. Maker.
Chance,
Chance looked too young.
He looks too young, and he looked like a real nice boy.
Yeah,
so nice.
Yeah, and Rex
so he can play
more.
Rex looks like he can
clear cut.
He'd be like, all right, so if you're not gonna sleep with me, Evelyn, I got some other girl to be pregnant. Yeah. So we gotta end this because she want to really get married to me. So we gotta do this. All right, and then next up we got Mr. Robert Jameson. So this would be Cece's brother. So I didn't really know about him, but this is what the people said they picked.
I don't see
That's who they picked, George McKay. So who would y'all pick then if
what's that man that played House? Chamberlain?
House.
I like him.
I've never watched the episode of House, but he's nice looking.
Because I feel like wasn't he the older sibling?
Yeah.
So he would be more, and he was a doting father figure to Connor.
Which house? House, the medical show?
Yes.
No, I want to see that man in some way.
Not sure to see
being that arrogant doctor. No, I don't know.
Or the dude that played Doctor Strange.
Okay.
What is his name?
I only saw the trailer for Doctor Strange. I didn't actually see the movie Doctor Strange.
What is his name?
I don't know his name, but yeah, I could see him. What do y'all think? Drop in the comments who you think should play these people before the movie come out. We got to do this before the movie come out on Netflix because then we want to see what happens.
Benedict Cumberbatch. That's his name.
Okay.
And then who else we had?
We got Mr. James Grant.
Yes, I love him. His name is not Wes, but his name is Wes on How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, that's who I picked for.
I need to finish that show. I'm sorry, cuz I know I need to finish
You never finished How to Get Away with Murder?
No.
What?
Because I had to wait. Anytime I gotta wait for the next season, and then I move on to other shows.
But I'm about to tell Matlock. I'm saying Matlock.
You watching Matlock?
I ain't gonna miss no episode.
I do not remember the theme song to Matlock.
But
I remember in the heat
of the night.
I call you on the phone.
Yes, and she was singing the whole theme song to In the Heat of the Night, y'all. No lie. Y'all know what show I'm stuck on right now? We now have a new black soap opera. It's called Beyond the Gates.
I didn't do it.
And think about your childhood. You know how your grandma used to make you come in the house and watch All My Children and Young and the Restless and General Hospital? Is that?
All My Children was a show.
All My Children. I watched All My Children till it went off the air.
You know what's crazy?
I would get out of school and come home and watch All My Children.
One Life to Live was good too.
One Life to Live was
to
good.
Live. General Hospital.
General Hospital was good.
Passion was my soap opera.
Passion.
It
I only
was.
watched.
It
You
was
never
short
watched Passion?
lived. That was my soap opera.
What
They had
the
a
hell?
talking doll.
Passion was Passion.
TV with a little talking doll.
What channel? What station was it on?
It came on the same soap operas.
I ain't never heard no Passion.
Baby,
Look
Passion
it up.
was off the chain. I
Passion
was like,
Passion, yeah.
yeah.
This must have came like way after All My Children and One Life to Live. Way after all that. Must be one of the newer.
It was
soap
our
operas.
generation
Yeah.
soap
Yeah, it was one of
opera.
the newer ones.
Yeah, it was
I
a
ain't never-
millennial thing.
It was a millennial soap opera.
And it didn't last long.
It did not last long.
I think the talking dog took
Cause
people.
I was messed up when they
the
got.
talking
Dog
dog.
took
The
people.
talking dog took, but the police officer was cute.
Oh, he was. He was
He
very
was fine.
nice looking.
What I love about the soap operas was Adam Chandler.
Oh,
Stuart Chandler.
Stuart Chandler. Whew. JR, all of
I
them.
was there for.
Shaman Moore.
Oh yeah. Y'all remember when he was on?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
What was
that's
Angie
right.
and what was her?
Angie.
What was his name? The cop. Angie and
Oh, they thought he went on. They thought he was dead.
he was dead for 20 years and came
Angie
back.
and
What was his name? I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name.
Angie and
Because I remember the episode he came back. He was at a train station and she was going somewhere and she saw him, and that was right when Alicia Keys' song had came out.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you I was like, no, y'all not doing this. And then they did that long run across the train.
Jesse.
Jesse,
That was his name. And they did that long run.
Jesse.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
boy.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was the couple. That was the couple. Angie and Jesse was the couple. I think everybody loved Angie and Jesse.
They did. Like
that
you
was the
had,
couple.
This
You
is what
could
I
not
hated about
not,
soap
like-
operas. You only needed to watch the middle.
right.
Oh yeah. All that other stuff was.
Replay.
Yeah, it was fluff.
Right. And then what I love about soap operas, it don't matter. You could take a year off and watch one episode and be like, all right, I'm caught up.
Yeah.
I'm back.
That's how long they
Right.
stay on one scene.
Right.
And don't
Like-
the children go up the stairs. The
Right.
children go up the stairs by 5 years old and come back down 20.
Baby, let me tell you,
So-
no. One episode of All My Children, babe, and I'll never forget it. Look the scene up on YouTube. They were switching out the person that was playing her. Y'all, the girl went in for a hug and came out to hug a different person. Oh, no, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. She said, I love you, mama. And came out a different person. I was like, hey, that's how y'all gonna do us? That's what you gonna do? Wow.
What show is this?
All My Children.
But you know what?
Baby, I was done.
I was done with the stiff hair.
That still hair.
The stiff hair.
What, Mitch? I didn't see any stiff hair.
What? It was just there. It didn't move. It was just.
No.
And it was the same every episode.
Baby,
They use
And then when I
hair
found
spray.
out their recording schedule,
baby, that's ridiculous.
y'all recorded every day.
Right. That I feel like people that play on soap operas are real because you know, like when you play in movies and other shows, you get time, you learn your lines. Like you literally are taping in the morning, running your lines at night for the next day. You think about how much they have to learn and regurgitate. You know, like it's just like boom, boom. Boom. And then think about when these women are pregnant behind the scenes or life is hitting them and they still have to get up and
Yeah.
take.
When they stop showing
Boom.
her
Put the
lower
show on.
body,
Right.
when they stop showing her lower body, or if she's
pregnant.
wearing dark clothes,
Yeah.
when they
Those
zoom in,
heavy
yeah,
jackets, big heavy jackets.
she
That's
pregnant.
true. That's
Right,
true.
but I was just like, that is
Or
crazy.
sitting down a whole lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sit down a lot.
Behind a desk or something. Yeah. I was like,
She a secretary all of a sudden.
I don't know how Susan Lucci did it all them years. And that baby finally got that award. After years and years and years.
Susan Lucci,
She finally got
the
it.
queen.
The
Yeah,
queen.
the
Queen.
queen.
She still look good.
and still look the same.
Right? I was like, she still look good.
I was like, sis, you look like you did. When
This
you
was
were
a good
on.
soap opera book.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah,
This is a soap opera book.
yeah.
It is.
But I love stuff like Kitty Carr. Kitty Carr.
That was my book.
Yeah,
I
Kitty
love it.
Carr.
I
love Kitty Carr.
They both gave you that feel like it just took you to another world.
I'm
like,
rich.
you know.
Like that's what I felt like. I'm rich.
Yeah.
That's what I felt
Kitty,
like.
but that was real life.
Right.
Yeah.
That was straight up real life. You know, this was real life too. But I'm talking this was close to home real life. You
Yeah,
know, that they
Kitty.
had to. You know, in order to just live, in order to just survive. Think of the danger of that though.
Right. Like
Of
if someone
they
finds
find
out,
You gonna get
you could just
ridiculed.
But that's how desperate they were doing that. Well, I'm gonna just take a chance on doing this.
Right.
That was the desperation.
I would
that they
be
had.
so afraid every day.
Yes.
Every
to live,
day.
to live like that.
Like
But this shows you the desperation of getting away from one life and a desperation of just, you know, I can't. I need this.
like this is what I'm doing. I have to do this.
Yeah.
You know.
It was out of desperation. I just can't even imagine the fear of living, you know, passing like that. To just
I'd be terrified every day.
I don't think I would be.
You don't think so?
No.
I'd be afraid I'm gonna slip up. Somebody gonna see
No,
me.
you can't slip up.
You can't slip up.
If you chose
You
that
can't
life,
slip up.
that was absolutely, you have to be for sure.
Yeah.
Boots to the ground. This is what I'm doing. Because I
Right.
ain't no slip up.
Right.
Yeah,
You
just like
slip
the
up.
vanishing half.
But you see your mama, if you chose to go past, you see your mama. I don't know this one.
She
She cut that. She
Yeah.
line. She was
Vanishing
like,
half,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
That was
vanishing
it.
half. She was like,
This is it.
This is
You call this is what you chose. This is the path that you're gonna walk on, and that's it. I don't care if you see your brother,
like
your
in the
mama, your
vanishing
daddy,
half, sis had a whole twin out there.
whole twin.
I would have been terrified that I'm gonna run up on my twin. Like how I'm
Oh,
explaining
somebody
this?
else gonna run up on her and think
Right,
that she
like-
me?
"You're right." Did
Terrified.
not care.
No, she did it, and she kept going with it.
And her niece came and threatened that. She was like,
Messed everything up.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, but
I enjoyed this book.
I did. I
Love
really
this
enjoyed
book.
it. I did. I was so excited to talk about it too because I was like, "This is my book."
yeah,
Yeah.
this was a good book. This was a really, really good book.
I like the new cover that they came out with.
I know this is the limited edition. And she wrote a little letter to you. Evelyn says, "My dearest, I always promised I'd tell you the full story one day. The secrets, the lies, the love stories seem so clear to me now that I spent much of my life chasing the wrong thing.
Yep.
But I found what I was looking for along the way, and for that I am exceedingly grateful. I do not claim to be an honest person or even a good one, but I am finally ready to tell the truth. All my love, Evelyn."
Yeah,
And this what this was.
Yeah.
That's exactly, I didn't know she put a
Yeah.
little letter on
Just with a
there.
little letter, and then she got all her rings on the side.
All them husbands. How many she got on? 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
7 of them. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Good.
I love
Good.
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I like this.
yeah. This is a good book.
Like I ain't gonna lie, I might dress up for Evelyn Hugo for Halloween.
I could see it. I
I'm
could see
telling you, I
you
could-
as ever. I
you
could see
have-
the
you-
hair.
you
I could see the green dress. I
You go.
could see
I
it.
definitely see
I
it.
could do it.
We should have a Halloween party and dress up as your favorite character
Yep.
of a book you've read.
Yep.
Ooh,
Of
that
a
would-
book or just your favorite character? Or your personality?
No,
The
a
book
character.
character.
Book character.
We could do that on one of the episodes.
Let's do that on
We're gonna
episode.
Do that on the
Stay
episode.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
Halloween.
For
We're
Halloween
doing
in
it.
October. Give me time to think about it.
Yeah, and you
How
gonna
I'm
dress
gonna
up.
dress up in perfect peace?
I don't know how you gonna do that,
You
baby.
better put some bow reds in.
Put some little bow reds
The
in.
yellow ribbons in.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know, that's my book. That's my
Right.
baby.
I don't know who I would dress up as. I don't know. I have to think about it. Yeah, stay tuned for that. That's gonna be fun. All right, I think that's all we got for
I
tonight.
know. It's so much out on this book.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
Tell us what you think. What you
Yeah,
thought.
yeah,
If you've read
yeah.
it, let us know in the comments. We love your comments. Keep them coming.
Yes.
Let's open up another discussion about the book in the comments.
And as you can see, it was Mardi Gras for us.
Yeah, boy. We got our little necklaces. She has on a whole
Jumper.
a whole overall jumper
You know.
situation.
You know.
Love it.
You know.
That's that Louisiana.
You know. I was scammed out of my outfit last year, but I'll see you in court, sis.
Oh.
But other than that, thanks you guys for joining us. I know we took a break. We needed a mid-season break.
Yeah.
Life be lifing.
Be lifing. So, but we're back.
We are back. So, without further ado, we will see you guys next time. And thank you for watching
Always
Drink
thank you.
This Book podcast. And we will check you guys next time. Peace.
Shut up.